This is Tesla on the 5-minute time frame. Here are your price targets for Monday. We ended the week at $449.06. That is down 0.07%. To the north side takes us back to the middle of the trend and the baseline and one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at roughly 452. Above that, at 2 standard deviations and another level of resistance, 460.73, 464.90, and 469.02. To the south side, one level of support takes us to roughly 444.33. Below that, at another potential buy-in area and as well as a potential stop loss area, 440.41, and below that, 436.17. And watch out for this gap to the south side at 431.55, which is a pullback area. Looking left, you can see the clear bounce off support. This is resistance on the way up. And then what did we do? We sold off. And then this is resistance again. Right there, climbing along this green line. And then that is your clear sell signal. And then just trying to make our way up. And this gap to the downside filled to the upside, and that took us to roughly 437.29. It's been a while since I have looked at this, and I have not cleaned up my chart. So this gap, which was anticipated, that took us to 446.45. This one took us to 450.99. I just extend it out. I have no idea when it's going to touch, and that was pretty darn close. And the last time I looked at this, price was at 445.01, and now we're at 449.06. Kind of going sideways, chopping sideways. Earnings is coming up as well, so this is going to be very volatile. And on November 7th, when I looked at price, it was at 429.52. And here's another area I identified as a pullback area, and it hit 429.83. Okay, we ran up and then we just reversed course. And what happened here? This one needs to be cleaned up. That took us to 454, delete. That touched right here, took us to 468.26. And okay, everything, oh, look at that. Let's flip this over to the daily so we can see this better. And watch out, you're going to be in shock here. Look at all the white lines. I've marked this, thing out many times in many years. Over many years. Okay, what's happening? Right here. 449.06. Okay, so for the range, grabbed the wrong thing. You have to be very precise. Okay, right here. So our range to the north side is 540.50. To the south side, 419.82. And then we have landmines to watch out for. Okay, we're not in the channel, not in the zone, but just something to be aware of. And I do own this stock as well as Tsla. Oh, apparently I have some at 165.90, 137.61, 112.25, and did I have some at 222 and 230 as well? Yeah, I guess I do there. Okay, all my buy orders that I have held on to are in hot pink. The light pink is where I sold off, and I don't really trade this ticker. I trade Tsla hardcore, but ever since they had the split, I've stopped trading it as much. I have plenty, so I don't need to add more. But when it was cheap dollar-wise, I had fun trading it. Okay, so that's Tesla. Oh, I forgot to look at the RSI for you. Come on. So, ooh, we're kind of turning down, it looks like, on the daily and on the weekly. Turning up. Trader Murat and I have been tracking Tesla for quite some time. Let's see, that was in 2022, that message. All right, and on the monthly, I know this looks like a hot mess, but I understand every single line. Oops, gosh darn it. So just for the monthly, all I'm going to do is look at the RSI, and we're getting close to being overbought, but we're not there. So there's still room to move to the upside before we roll over. Okay, the forecast down to 415, down 7% is the price target, and then to the high side, 600 bucks. Can you stomach it? Stomach it going down before it goes back up again. And for me, I can because I have set it and I am forgetting it. Although, it is tempting to cash in. There's always a stock I want to buy. Okay, the next one I want to go over is FTNT, only because it made it at the top of my leaderboard. And let's quickly give you targets. 81.64. This gap closes out at starts at 83.20. 84.73, 86.18, 87.72. Okay, sideways action chopping, and then 78.99. This closes out at 77.73, close enough to this line, and this closes out at 75.71. Okay, and -4 standard deviations is 76.09. And it's been forever since I looked at this one. Just for giggles, let's take a look at this on the daily. Trader Murat talked about this too here. All right. He is on beast mode. All right. So we are here, and 95.71 to the north side on the daily. After that, 103.06, 110.86. And then to the south side, 65.69. And I did track it in the 60s. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, that is FTNT. And just for giggles, I did Intel already at the bottom of the leaderboard here. Just hopefully there's a rebound coming. Capital One Financial. Look at those. I gotta mark this out later. mRNA, URI, Goldman Sachs, CAT, DR Horton. This is all in the daily. Okay, and TE Connectivity. Finally, we have BX, Blackstone at 150. All right, that does it for me. Have a great trading week.